Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another live, y'all. This today, happy, what is today? Today is Friday, okay? So we have made it. Y'all, I'm trying to move these little things right here before I have a hot mess and that ain't gonna be good. So let me go ahead and move these out my way. But happy Friday, y'all. We made it to another end of another week. If you are new here, thank you for stopping on my channel. Please consider liking the video, sharing out the video, leaving me a comment because I do love interacting with each and every one of y'all. For my returning members and subscribers, welcome back, family. Welcome back. Okay. All right, y'all. So I am going to be teaching you guys, especially y'all who have been asking um how to do it. So we're going to talk about how to let me get my life together real quick. We're going to talk about how to form an LLC, right? We're going to talk about how to get your EIN number. We're going to talk about what those documents look like. We're going to talk about you um how you write those documents up yourself, right? We're going to talk about all of the things. So I see we have some people coming in the building. So hopefully they will, if you missed, well, I haven't quite started yet. So if you miss anything, you might have to go back to the beginning of the live or just ask the question. And we can get started. Hey, Miss C, baby, this one is just for you, my girl, and a couple of others who have been asking. So we're gonna go. Hey, Donzel. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to get started, right? Because there's a lot to cover. This is a hot topic, and I want everybody to understand um how to do this, right? So first things first. Hey, Miss D Smith, welcome in. Hey, and hey, Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki was the first one in here. Hey, Queen. My South Carolina homegirl. Um, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and preface this by saying I am not an expert, right? Meaning I don't have the credentials, but baby, I have started several formations of business, right? And I do have college degree, okay? Couple of them, in fact. One of them in a minor in business, right? But I can get you started and I can get you started legally. So I'm going to give you the how I get started, how I got started, what you need. And I also want to say there may be other documents that you may need from your local municipalities, your local clergy, your local court, any of that. Okay. So I'm going to give you the broad spectrum of the basics that usually everybody needs, right? But depending on where you live, you may once again need additional documents from your clergy, your municipality. So that part will be left up to you. All right. So without further ado, shout out to all of my moderators that are in here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. If y'all could hold out in the chat for me, that would be great. Hopefully Blue will pop in and help y'all man the chat too if need be. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to pull up this website first. Oh yeah, we got time. So let me start there first because all right, now let me share my screen. Okay. Thank you. Yes, please like the video, share it out. Google. Okay. We're going to allow Google real quick. Okay. And boom. Oh my goodness. Later. But hopefully y'all will be able to see at least when I share my screen, hopefully. Entire screen, click here, share screen. Hey, Miss Valerie, welcome in, welcome in. Um, Hold on, y'all. I gotta come in on my phone for just a second because um I need to shut Google down for just a second and come back in so it will be able to share my screen with y'all. Oh Lordy. Okay. Log in, StreamYard. So give me just a second, y'all. If y'all remember, I had to um erase this whole computer, so I'm still having to get some permissions back. And I just gave it the permission, so I'm going to log in on my phone really quick. And let me turn my phone down so we don't have any shenanigans, okay? Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and all right, let me go ahead and restart Chrome really quick. So I may have to, if I drop off on the computer, that's okay. I'm on the phone. Give me just 1 second. I think I just closed Google. Nope. This stream might be on Google. Let me see. Let me try to share the screen now and see what happened. Entire screen, share screen. System for, okay, yeah. All right, so I'm going to drop off on the computer. Add to stage. Can't, I know y'all can't hear me. I had to drop down for a second. All right. Can y'all hear now? Can y'all hear now? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And we should be able to present this time because we closed that thing all the way out. What? Unlock the screen by selecting the lock in the bottom left corner. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my life together here. System preferences. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. Let me add me back on my phone. Now look. Froze. Okay. Let me add this one back to the stage. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties here. All right. Open system settings. The lock button. Modify the settings. Ooh, I know y'all. Technical difficulties. Uh-oh. We don't need them shenanigans. All right. So I allowed it. What's the problem? Hmm. Okay, y'all. Let me. Oh, I never left out of here? Hold on, y'all. There's no lock in it. It keeps saying unlock in the bottom left corner. There is no lock. All right, so let me just go all the way out of here and let me just get out of Chrome, period, because y'all might not be able to hear me for a second. Welcome in, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Be right back. Okay. Hopefully me restarting Chrome will give us the permissions that we need. So bear with me a second. If we have to go to the other computer, we'll just go to the other computer because I'm not about to deal with this. Come on, pumpkin. All right. Y'all probably should be able to hear me on the phone right now, though, but I'm getting ready to. We may have to go over to the other computer. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go to Chrome. And hopefully we will be able to not have shenanigans. Let's close this one out. All right, let me turn this all the way down. Hold on. Okay. Y'all can hear me? Let me remove the phone though. All right. So. Okay. Yay. So let me come out of here. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me now? Yes, no, maybe. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Lord. Okay, we good? All right. So here we go, y'all. The first thing we do when we are going to apply for an EIN number, right? You go to irs.gov, okay? If you do not have you a pen and piece of paper by now with all the shenanigans that I just had going on, right? Get you a pen, get you some paper, okay? Because this stuff, you're going to write that down, okay? Okay, you want to write this stuff down. So, website irs.gov, right? Now, of course, this is everything that well, not everything, but this is some of the stuff that you can come to the IRS website to do. We are interested in this one right here. The second column and the last one, right? Right here. Apply for an employer ID number. You are going to click here. Now, as I told you guys right here, the hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is the only time that you can apply for EIN number. 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Step 1, determine your eligibility. You may apply for an EIN number online if your principal business is located in the United States or the U.S. territories. The person applying online must have a valid taxpayer identification number, meaning a social security number, ITIN, or EIN. You are limited to one EIN per responsible party per day. The responsible party is the person who ultimately owns or controls the entity or who exercises ultimate effective control over the entity. Unless the applicant is a government entity, the responsible party must be an individual, i.e., a natural person, not an entity. Okay. You have to understand this application to be able to complete it. So the application, you must complete it is in one session. You will not be able to save and return later. It expires after 15 minutes of inactivity and you will need to start over. So finish it all at one time. So don't start it if you don't have time to finish it. Then you're going to submit your application upon completion. You can then download, save, and print your EIN confirmation number. All right, y'all, let's go. So once you have read steps one through 3, you understand what it's asking you, you'll go ahead and you will hit apply now. Okay. So once you hit apply now, this little warning comes up and tells you it's for authorized use. Yeah, we know that. Go ahead and hit begin application, right? It just reiterates those same, let me go back for a second here. So right here, it's just reiterating that you will not be able to save it for security purposes, that it expires after the 15 minutes. So all of those things that we read between the restrictions and what you could not do, what is reiterated right here on this page. So click begin application. Now, there are different types of EIN numbers. A sole proprietor means you are not formed as a LLC, or you may be formed as a LLC, but that will bring you down here under the limited liability corporation. Now, some people use sole proprietor because they're only a single member LLC. So you can use sole proprietor there as well. Partnerships means like you have this business and you're joining it with another business or another company. Corporation mean you have multiple businesses, right? That you then want to incorporate together and put them under one umbrella. And you have the S Corp, the C Corp, or the P as in partnerships that you would check if you was a corporation, right? Limited liability can be a single member, meaning you by yourself, or you can have a couple of members, right? And usually, when you have a limited liability corporation, you want to put anybody on here that owns 25% or more of the company, okay? And I will come check comments periodically. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Hold tight. I'll be over there shortly, okay? So that's what the limited liability corporation is. It's a structure allowed by the state statute and is formed by filing articles of organization within your state. Now, I will show y'all how to form your own LLC, your own articles of operation of organization. Some states call it articles of operation, right? So there is no reason for you to go out here and pay LegalZoom, LegalZoom's mama, LegalZoom's granddaddy, anybody, all of those buku dollars for something that you can do for yourself. Okay? Stay with me. All right. An estate is a legal entity created as a result of a person's, I'm not going to say that word, but a person's demise. Okay. That's another way to put it. A legal entity of as a result of a person's demise. So that means usually you're going to an estate attorney, right? An estate attorney or a person who is left as a power of attorney for a state will usually come and have to get one of these. Trust is all types of trust, including conservatorships, custodianships, guardianships, revocable trust, and receivership. So this is anybody that is in a financial trust or fiduciary trust position, right? All right. Then you have, you can come down here. This is for additional types, including tax exempt and governmental organizations. Of course, you will not come here unless you are a not-for-profit. You are a government organization, and that's what the tax exempt means, not for profit, right? So if none of these are fit what you are establishing, then there are several others to choose from, and you once you click that button, usually you would hit continue, but I don't want to hit continue there because none of us usually have to deal with any of that, so I don't even want to click it to confuse you. I want this to be uh very easy. So I'm going to start with sole proprietor, right? And we'll go through there. And then we'll come back and we'll go through the LLC. Again, sole proprietor includes who are in business for themselves or have household employees, meaning employers, meaning you work in somebody's household as a nanny, you work in somebody's household as cleaning, whatever it might be. You might come here one day and babysit Oreo and Bear. I don't know, but there's that. You would choose the sole proprietor. And again, the sole proprietorship is a business that has only one owner and is not incorporated. That's the key word. You do not have a corporation formed, or you are not registered with the state as a limited liability company, or in better yet, known as a LLC. A sole proprietor can be self-employed individual or independent contractor, which means you have a W-9. Sole proprietors, self-employed individuals report all business income and expenses on their tax returns, which is the Form 1040. That's usually everybody's standard form, unless you have a business and then you use the business schedules like we do over here. Now, you can also have, if you have regular employment, you can also have a 1040 as well with that schedule for your business. A sole proprietor may or may not have employees, right? Household employer. You are a household employer if you have hired someone to do housework. Same thing goes back up here. If you work in here and I've hired you to, come keep Oreo and Bear, then you are a household employer. And that worker is your employee, right? So employees may include babysitters, right? Nannies, AU pairs, cleaning people, housekeepers, maids, drivers, health aides, private nurses, caretakers, yard workers, and similar other domestic workers, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit, oops, let me go back. We're going to click this one, sole proprietor. We're going to hit continue. Confirm your selection, right? What is it? We've already talked about what it is, but again, sole proprietorship is a business owned by one individual. It can be self-employed or individual or independent contractor. All business income and expenses are reported on the individual's federal income tax return. A sole proprietor may or may not have employees. A sole proprietor may only have one EIN regardless the number of businesses you own or operate. Okay? Y'all hear that? This right here is very important. A sole proprietor may only have one EIN regardless of the number of businesses you own or operate. If you already have an EIN number, you must use that number for all of your sole proprietor businesses, okay? The only time you need a different EIN number is if you are an LLC. Write that down, okay? Write that down. That is very important. A lot of people do not know that, and a lot of people do not understand that, right? So the business cannot be incorporated or registered with the state as a limited liability company. So if you need to change your type of structure, you would go ahead and do so now. Otherwise, you'll have to start over and re-enter the information. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit continue. So you have different reasons of why you are requesting an EIN, right? Excuse me. It's if you started a new business, you would click that one. If you hired employees, I hired, I don't know, Shaniqua to come over here and house sit Oreo and beer while I'm out of town. So then I would click this one. If I needed it to satisfy banking requirements, such as I have opened a business bank account and it is under sole proprietor or an LLC, right? So this one is strictly for sole proprietor, but the same thing applies for satisfying banking purposes for an LLC as well. Changed or started the type of organization. So if you went from sole proprietor to a LLC to a partnership, whatever it is, then you would come here, or you purchased an active business that is already in operation. Most of us don't buy turnkey businesses. That is what a business that is already active is. That's called a turnkey business. Write that down, okay? That means I have sold you T's Boutique. I have gave you access to all of the emails. I've given you access to all of the financial documents. I've given you access to all of my customers, all of my inventory. I have sold you every single aspect of that business. That is called a turnkey business. Okay. Now, so we're just going to say we started a new business, right? Because most of y'all that are asking is because you are trying to get started. Now, if you already have been operating and you don't have these documents and you've been operating illegally, just hit started a new business. Okay. All right. Started a new business. And go ahead. Oops. Let's click here and hit continue. Here is where you would fill out all of your information. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing because I'm going to actually fill this information in just so I can show y'all what it would look like for a sole proprietor, unless y'all want me to do the one for an LLC, because you can only do this one time a day. So let me come, oops, what we got going on? So let me come and see what kind of questions y'all got. Okay, everybody's telling me y'all can hear. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Miss Karen. Donzel, 7 watching and 6 likes. Yes, y'all. Can we please make our likes match our viewers? Thank you. Hey, Tampa. Hey, boo. Hey, Tampa. T will check the chat shortly. And yes, y'all can hear me. Great. So, which would y'all, hey Blue, which one would y'all like me to fill in my information on? Do y'all want to see it for a sole proprietorship, or do you want to see it for an LLC? Because I can only fill my information in one time a day. So 1 for LLC or 2 for sole proprietorship. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see. or I'm just going to pick one. Okay. So let me know, or I am going to pick one. One for LLC or two. Okay. You want to see the LLC? All right. First vote wins. So y'all will be able to see me, but y'all can't see my screen because I have to put personal information in here, right? And then, so this form, I'm going to talk you through it. The first thing is your first name, your middle name or your initial, however you want it to be, your last name. If you have a suffix such as junior, senior, etc., whatever, then the next box is your social security number. You're going to put that in, and then you're going to choose one. You are the sole proprietor because you're not a third party that is applying on behalf of somebody. But if you were somebody like LegalZoom, they would mark that one. But we're gonna mark the first one. Oh yeah, dang it, y'all. That's right, because I just got one yesterday. So let me show y'all what this looks like. Right? Let me show y'all what this looks like. Share screen. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like because I just got one, so it's not going to let me do it all the way through. See right here? It's not gonna let me do it. Because I just got one. But let me see something. Hang on, y'all. Give me give me just a second. Let me make sure. Hold on. I hold on. I'm gonna get you there. Hold on. Bear with me just a second. And okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, and I know a way that I can get through. Yeah. All right. Let's present the screen really quick. So this is what it looks like for an LLC, right? This is what it looks like for LLC. So I'm going to put one here. I'll keep it going until it asks for the personal information. Nope. I'm going to choose this one right here. You're going to hit continue, right? You're going to hit continue again. And this one is started a new business. I'm going to stop screen sharing right here for a second. Give me just a second. Let me fill in this information. And that, and okay, continue. All right. So after you put your personal information in, it's going to ask you for your personal information, like your address. So let's get past all of this part. And let me look up this. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay. And do you have an address different from the above where you want your mail to be sent? You're going to hit continue, because usually that would be no. It's going to ask you. So I can share the screen back right now. That's the only thing about this. I wish you could put like crazy information in. So it'll ask you to verify and accept a database. So you're going to go with what the database says, and then we're going to call this I think he said, I think that's what he said. And then you're going to select your territory or your state. So here would be where you're trying to form it at. And then you would put here, right? And then you're going to hit continue here. Does your business, y'all need to pay close attention to this part right here. Does your business own a highway or motor highway vehicle with taxable gross weight or 55,000 pounds or more? That's normally going to be no. Do your business involve in gambling? No should be the answer. Does your business need to file quarterly federal excess tax? And the excess tax is if your business involves the sale of local telephone services, coal mining, you pay premiums to a broker or insurer in a foreign country, you operate refinery, you're dealing with bearer bonds, truck chassis, truck bodies, semi-trailers, things of that nature. So that answer is going to be no. Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? No, but if it was, you would put yes. Do you have or do you expect to have employees with W-2s? When you're first starting out, the answer is usually no, unless you have the means that you know you're going to be able to pay employees and have payroll. So you would hit continue here. And then here you're going to figure out what does your organization do. It's not going to be wholesale. It's not going to be warehousing, transportation, whatever it is for you. That's what you would put. So for this one right here, we are going to put, because you have to put the closest one. So it's none of these. So you're going to hit other, continue. It's going to ask, you are a service provider, right? In this case right here. And, all right. And then we're going to hit continue. And this one right here, okay, always mark receive letter online because for instance, if you jacked up your address when you was typing and you did not catch it, right? Okay, and you didn't catch it. So you go through all of this right here. So all of this information that I had blocked out was information that I put in, and you're going to hit submit. You're going to click here for the number, and then you're going to print it. And I'm gonna go ahead and print that. And we don't need this anymore. And I don't need that anymore. I'm going to now hit continue because it's printing. And then I'm going to hit continue again. You keep going all the way through until you get this right here. Now, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to grab this off the printer and I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Hey, Jess Craft, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. All right, so let me grab this. Now, I have my printer set to double-sided right now. Okay, Jess. So this is what it would look like, right? Let me see if I can cover that up. So it would look like this right here, and under employer identification number is actually the number. Over here or over here on this side, it's going to be your address and all of that good stuff, right? So that's what that looks like, right? So on to, let's see, do we have nice working on a project? Let me see. Okay, so does anybody have any questions so far? I don't see any questions in the chat. Hey, Precious Pieces. Hey, Up Designs. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, so that concludes how you apply for an EIN. Now, so your number is issued immediately. Yes, ma'am. Unless there's a problem, like when you put your social in and it flagged it for some reason, that's the only time it's not going to be issued immediately. Shoot your shot, Miss C. What's your question? What's your question, boo? Before we move on to part 2. All right, so while we're waiting on Miss C to put her question in the chat. Okay, don't worry, Up Designs, you can start with this second part right here that we're about to go in. So I don't want to enter my address as my home address, so I need to set up a virtual address right first. So for these right here, you can't use a virtual address. You have to enter either your home address, and if I remember correctly, you can't even use a PO box. So you are going to have to use either your home address, or you are going to have to use a physical business address. And if your business is online and you don't have a storefront, it's going to automatically be your address. Okay, automatically be your address. All right, so let's go to, let me see, and let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting us this other website up right here. What's under this one? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I pulled up, no problem, Missy. I pulled up the state of New York, right? I pulled up the state of New York. So if I were forming a business in New York, this is where I would go. The website is dos.ny.gov /forming limited liability company new York, right? And you would come over here, right? And you would click on form a corporation or business, or you probably could click right here under licensing and business, right? So we're going to form a corporation or a business. I'm not going to put an email in there because I don't want to subscribe to any of that. Hello, no, go away, Bear, no. So sorry about that, y'all. So hold on, no, go. Like y'all look right now. Right when you get it. Okay. So, because I want y'all to be able to comprehend, and them two right there. Okay. So, forming your corporation or business entity in New York. Now, they have different stuff. This is professional certificate of incorporation. So, if you are like an LLC and then you form a corporation, you would come here and have to pay and get this certificate. If you're not for profit, you use this one, the benefit corporation certificate. Now that one, I do not know what that is. This is if you are a limited liability partnership, right? So that means you and somebody else on the business, or you and several other people on the business. Professional, and this is your certificate if you are becoming a corporation. Professional service limited liability company articles of organization, right? So let's click here. Now, I don't know what New York on, what their rules are. I just pulled up New York because I wanted to see a different site. Because mine in Georgia looks very different from this, and I'll show you what mine looks like. So this is the how to file section. Complete and file the articles of organization within the Department of the State. A certificate of good standing from the appropriate appellate division, or a certificate of authority, form PLS 709, under seal of New York State Department of Education, Division of Professional Licensing, Corporation Unit 89. It tells you where you must go. Must be submitted with the articles of organization. The completed articles of organization together with the filing fee is $200. So I guess every state must have went up, because mine was $200 too in Georgia, and it's usually 100. So I guess they went up everywhere. And you have to forward this to New York Department of State, Divisional Corporations, One Commerce Plaza, in Albany, New York, right? So let's see what their articles of organization looks like. Boom. So you're going to come here, you're going to fill all of this out. You want to write your exact name of the entity. So if you wanted creations by Miss C, it needed to be spelled out just like that, right? Your document type is the one you're filling out, or if you was on that first page and you already have another one of those, you would type it in here. Request for copies of certificate of status. Again, if you needed certified copies, you put your name of your entity, all of that good stuff, and here it tells you how much it costs. Method of delivery of filing. So I guess you can have like your expedited fee, but if you are going to expedite it and things like that, and you send certified and uncertified copies, all of that needs to be noted. I'm glad we don't have to do that certified and uncertified copy thing here, because that could be detrimental if it gets lost. So right here, articles of organization, right? Insert the name of professional service limited liability company. So Miss C, I'm just gonna use you, but I'm gonna make up stuff as I go along, but hopefully y'all be able to get it. So creations by Miss C, right? The name of the professional service of the company is the same thing. You copy this right here and you're going to paste it. The professional service limited liability shall practice the profession of, we're going to say Miss C is a t-shirt, she's a t-shirt company, and maybe she's a manufacturer if she is making some of the materials herself. The county within the state in which the office or professional service limited liability company is to be located. The county, I'm going to say, I don't know what New Rochelle, the county of New Rochelle is. But we just gonna put New Rochelle because that's the city. I don't know the county. Maybe I don't know. Is that like White Plains? I don't know. I don't remember. So the Secretary of State is designated as an agent of the Professional Service Limited Liability Company, upon whom process against the Professional Service Limited Liability Company may be served. The post office address to which the Secretary of State shall mail a copy of any process against the Professional Service Limited Liability by the state personnel delivery is. So, Miss C, it looks like for the articles of organization, you could use a P.O. box. So, we're going to make up one right here, P.O. Well, of course, P.O. box ain't like that, though. So P.O. box, I don't know. Set a P.O. box. And then we're going to say, and that's the zip code. I don't know if it's not the real zip code, but it ain't. The email to which the Secretary of State shall email a notice that. So here, we're just gonna make up an email. All right. So creations by Miss C at lalaland.com. The name of the residents and addresses of all individuals who are to be original members and the original managers if there are. So right here it would be like here we're gonna put, you know, Tommy Highland. If that was Miss C's name, we're gonna put Tommy Highland, and then maybe Miss C stays at 1545, Yankee Avenue in Bronx, um, New York. Maybe she lives there. And then if she had another member that owned 25% or more, it would be, it would go here and something like this. And maybe I stayed at uh in we can't see that. So let's copy this part because we can't see that. And let's see if it'll let us bring it over here. Oh no, it ain't letting us be great. But you get it. You finish putting the rest of the address over here. When you get down to spaces that are tight like this, you may end up having to print it out. But my name or whoever was the second member would go there, right? And then complete parts in 1 or 2 of this paragraph only if any of the original members and managers are domestic or foreign professional service corporation, domestic or foreign professional service limited liability. So that means if you or any of the members or managers are foreign working outside of the US, that's what that means. That would go here. And then the names and the residents, or if none, the business address of all shareholders, directors, officers, members, managers, partners, domestic and foreign, professional service corporations, you get it, would go here. Miss C would then sign here. She would type or print her name here. So, girl, you can't type today. All right. And then if I owned more than 25% as well, I would put my name would have to go there as well. Okay. Some states require that you have to get this notarized. My state is not one. So articles of organization, creations by Miss C goes here again. And then the filer's name. So again, Miss C, her real name is going to be Tommy Highland today, okay? And the mailing address, I don't know. We're making up something. And then creations by Miss C goes here again. Oh no, nothing goes here because Miss C is filing this herself. So then we come on down here and then we're going to go Bronx, New York. And then, we got our zip code. And then we go on down and then we have to print this out, right? You got to print this out. Then you're going to take this down to, where did it tell us we had to go? Right here, 99 Washington Avenue. If you're going to, walk it in, right? So if you're going to walk it in, that's where you have to go. If you're going to mail it, you have to go here. But remember, it costs $200 that you have to send with it. And it must be in certified funds, right? Must be in certified forms. Now, I'm going to leave this up, but I'm going to show y'all the difference of what Georgia Secretary of State looks like, right? Georgia Secretary of State. So this is how you search for a business, but we're not trying to search for a business. So we're going to go back. So this is what it looks like when you come to Georgia. And you're going to say online services. right? We're not going to log in, but it may make me. So hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me stop sharing for a second. Log in. Okay. So let me come back and share screen with y'all. Hey, Miss Lena. You're welcome, Miss C. Welcome in, y'all. And Miss Lena. Y'all are so welcome. Hey, Miss Robin. That's Auntie Robin, y'all. All right, y'all. So this is what Georgia looks like. Okay. And yeah, I'm logged into my actual account. But if I were to, where is it? Oh, dashboard. So if I wanted to form a business, y'all, dang, this looked different from how I had to do it. I guess maybe because I already had, let's see, home. Oh, right here. So on the home screen, create or register a business, right? So that's what I want to do. I'm creating a new domestic business because I am creating this in Georgia. I'm not in, Guam. I'm not in Haiti. I'm not anywhere outside of the US. So therefore, I'm creating a new domestic business. I'm going to select the type that I am trying to form. I want to form a limited liability company. Now, I am to the point where if I start another business after this one that I just started, baby, the next one you form has to be a corporation, right? Because you can only have so many as the LLC before they make you form a corporation, and I'm already at that limit. So the next one that I file would have to be a corporation. So I'm going to click limited liability company. And I am going to say, do you have a business name reservation number? No, I don't. What a reservation number is here in Georgia. I can come and I can pay a fee and I can say, hey, I want this to be my business name. If it's not taken, then it'll give me a number and I'm going to put it there, and I have to pay the state a fee to hold that number for that name for me until I'm ready to form my LLC. Now, I don't know. I'm just going to say all right, so here we're forming Roger Rabbit LLC. Okay. This is we're forming Roger Rabbit. Well, it ain't gonna let me do that. So and then again, Roger Rabbit. And maybe Roger Rabbit might not be available. So maybe I add some couple T's, and then that the state will pick. So say the first one, Roger Rabbit LLC, was already taken, and then I chose it again the same way and it was still taken. They're going to choose what my third one is, and then if my third one choice is taken, they're going to kick it back to me and say, hey, you need to choose another name. All of these are taken, right? Sometimes they will suggest names that are not taken for you, and you can pick from those. Now, if you had the name approval document or that name reservation number that we talked about, you hit yes, and then you would select the file, upload it here. All right. Our state requires that you choose your NASIS code. So we're gonna say Roger Rabbit does, I don't know, he does wholesale trade. Okay, that's what Roger Rabbit does today. And then he does wholesale trade of eye goods, right? Eye frames to eye doctors and things like that. Anything dealing with eyes, that's what Roger does. Okay. And then a principal address, we'll make up one. So there's a principal address, y'all. And then we're gonna hit continue. And then it's gonna ask you to put in your email, and then we're gonna say our email is rogerrabbit@gmail.com. So rogerrabbit@gmail.com. And if you had a secondary email, maybe Roger Rabbit decided it wasn't working that day. So, then maybe you got to send it to rachelrabbit@gmail.com, right? And then create a registered agent, okay? So, listen, Linda, okay? Y'all got y'all listening ears turned on? Y'all got y'all inside voices? All of the things. Creating a registered agent. And I want y'all to say this with me. I do not need LegalZoom or any other company to be my registered agent. Do you see right here where this says individual or business? Okay. Individual. It does not mean choose yourself. But if you had, you had Laura Rabbit, right? You got Laura Rabbit, and she is, well, we're not going to put rabbit right there, but let's take that out. But if you had Laura Rabbit, and Laura Rabbit is your daughter, and you can make it be your grand, whoever you want it to be, right? It does, or you can have it as another business, but it doesn't have to be LegalZoom and any of them other people, right? So LauraRabbit@gmail.com. You fill all Laura's information in, and Laura stays at 95, Talbert Drive, and we're gonna act like we know how to type, y'all. Laura stays at 95 Talbot Drive, and maybe she stays in, I don't know, she stays in Georgia for whatever reason. And then you're gonna come down here and you are going to choose the county, right? And then you're gonna hit create register agent. And if you look right here, boom, it popped it right there. It popped Laura Rabbit right here for us. The organizer, okay? Write what I said down about the registered agent. Write down the organizer. Organizer is going to be yourself, right? All of this information that you're putting right here, if your state does not look like New York's, or your state has this right here, so organizer is going to be individual, right? Individual always, okay? But unless you have somebody like LegalZoom that's organizing this for you, it's going to be individual. And then you're going to put Roger Rabbit here, right? Roger Rabbit. Oops, T can't type. Roger Rabbit. And then wherever Roger stayed at, we're just going to use that. And then we're going to hit the button add. Roger now pops up here. Roger somehow ended up with my last name too, but okay. So that's that. Optional provisions mean something like, you don't want LegalZoom to have access to whatever. You can write it here, right? Then filer certification signature. This document will be filed as of today. Or if you want it to be effective on another date, you would come here, click the calendar, or you could type it in. But we're going to say usually the purposes of today. And then authorized signature, we're going to type in Roger Rabbit, right? And Roger Rabbit is the organizer, right? Then we're going to hit continue, okay? It now has all of the information that we entered. Now we're going to hit submit. And now it wants us to pay, right? So you got your regular process. You can get it same day, and this is what it's going to cost you. You can get it whatever this is. 2 days excluding weekends. Or Georgia even has one where you can pay, I think it's $1,000 to get it within minutes, right? So then you would put your information in here. You're gonna click to pay. It's gonna pop up. You're gonna put your information in, and yeah, right. And then it's going to give you a confirmation. It's going to give you email, and it's going to tell you if you didn't, expedite it or whatever, that that's what it would be. So I'm going to not do any of this. I'm just going to log out of that because I'm not trying to create no Roger Rabbit to be in jail. Okay. Yes, you didn't see that on New York's form because that's not how New York's form looks. So the information that I showed you when I pulled up New York, such as this right here, let me go back and share screen, present, share screen, entire screen, share screen, boom. So this is what New York zone looks like, right? That's what New York zone looks like. This is your certificate cover, and you fill all that in, and then you come down here and you fill in the rest of this information that is pertinent to you. So keep in mind, every state is not going to look the same. Every state may require different things. Hey, Miss Soyini, welcome in, right? Hey, Miss Lena, welcome in. Hey, Auntie Robin, welcome in. So every state is going to look different, right? So you just have to know. So if you need different things, again, from your municipality, your clergy, you have to do that homework, right? So what I'm bringing before you today is your basics, right? So after I formed my LLC, I'm going to get a document that says State of Georgia, Secretary of State. Then I'm going to get another one, and it's going to have this, and I'm going to have a transparent seal. Okay, transparent seal. And then the Secretary of State is going to sign it. So that is what will come in your email. Then you will print that down. So when you start a business, you're going to have your articles of organization. You're going to get a certificate of existence. You're going to have your uh, uh, EIN number, right? And then once you become that contractor, right? So say you're independent, you're a contractor, you're going to have that W-9 form, right? Then you're going to have your business schedule. If you are registered as an LLC on your taxes, you're going to have that business schedule. If you are not registered, if you're a business, but you're registered as a single member sole proprietor, then you are going to have your regular schedule 1040 on for your tax purposes, right? And usually you're going to take an itemized deduction standardized deduction when you are a sole proprietor, right? Even as a LLC, I don't really itemize much because it's not really beneficial unless you have a lot um to itemize. So what questions do y'all have? Yeah, they look really, really different by state. It looks really, really different. I bet you if I went to Ohio, let's see what Ohio looks like. Because let's see, former LLC in Ohio. And some states may require two that let's see. Um oh, maybe if I Ohio online. I don't know what the Ohio website is. So, oh, okay, here we go right here. All right. Oh, wait. Let me go back one. Okay, here we go right here. Ohio. Let me share my screen. You have to go look at Delaware. I didn't even see. Yeah, you might not have to have a registered agent in New York, Missy. So I'm just showing y'all how very different they look in every state. Okay. So this is what Ohio looks like, right? So if you wanted a real estate limited liability company, you would go here. But we want just a regular one. I don't know. This looks really, really different here. Let me close this out. Let me see. Application and forms. This looks like this one is for brokers only. So let's go back because that looks like broker real estate only. Oh yeah, y'all. And that's the other thing. In order, well, we're getting ready to touch on that in a minute. Ohio might actually be one of these states that you have to use somebody. Oh, here we go. Right here. Haha. All right. So this is Ohio owned. And yes, it definitely looks different. Its expediting fees are ridiculous. Okay. So member manage authorized representative, instructions for the limited liability certificate of amendment or reinstatement. So it tells you if you needed to have that done, how to do it. So can y'all see how different, look how different this application is from what we just did. Like, wow. Okay. Wow. So let me hop on to the last thing. So I just wanted to show y'all how different each state looks. So you have to do your homework to find out what all you need to provide for your state. So the next thing you will need to become tax exempt in stores that we use um all the time. So if you have a storefront or you have a studio, right? So half of my house, right? Because you can only claim half of it if you have a business inside your home, right? You can only claim the area up to half of whatever you are using in your house for the business to get a credit for it, right? So stay with me here. Stay with me here. So you would that's for your tax purposes when you're filing taxes. So if you have to buy tissue, paper towels, cleaning supplies, any of that, you can, and it's for your business aspect part of it, you can get tax exempt at Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Home Depot, because we craft. No, well, here it's up to 50%. I don't know what it is for New York, but it is up to 50 here. Um, Cleaning supplies, like if you need wood when you're crafting for your lasers and things like that, long as anything that you're buying for your business from one of these stores and they accept tax exempt, you have to get what we call a tax account. So you're gonna say apply for in my state it's called a resale certificate. I know y'all can't see it. Give me just a second. I think New York, you might have to have a peddler's license or something like that, I believe it's called. All right, so let's pull this up. And okay. And then let me share my screen. Share screen. Entire screen. All right, so this is the ST5. So after you have applied for your resale certificate, I'll grab mine shortly. I think I know where it is and show you what it looks like. So after I have gotten my resale certificate from the state, I'm going to come here and say, Hobby Lobby is one that they don't do tax exempt or whatever, but this is your tax exempt form. So I would come here, and mine is called ST5. I would fill this out, sign it, print it, and then I would upload it back to, excuse me, y'all, I will upload it back to the company, and then they will send me a card or a number to get tax exempt off. Now, to open the account, let's see, it should be sales and use. They call it sales and use account. That's for motor vehicles. Oh, don't we know all about that? That's unclaimed property. Let's see. Okay, so right here, sales and tax registration. Let's see if that'll bring it to you. Okay, right here, register your new business. This is where you would go for the state of Georgia, right? This is where you would go for the state of Georgia. You already have your EIN number, right? So by the time you got here, but if you didn't for some reason, you could do it through here. They'll send you to the IRS website. And then if you didn't know your NASA's code, you could also get it from here. And then you're going to register your business through the Georgia Tax Center. And I would click here, register new business. It's going to come up. And then, of course, my information is already up here. But then you would, of course, if you were new here, you would sign up for online access. Okay. And this one I can't open because it has just all your information here. And then you would fill out that information that is asking. So you'll have a different website that you're going to go to for your state to get your resale certificate, is what it's called in Georgia. I don't know what it's called in other states, but you would need that document to be able to put on your ST5, because I think it is called a ST5 in all states, but it'll just say ST5 for New York, ST5 for Delaware, ST5 for Ohio, wherever state you live in, right? So that's how you get that, y'all. Okay, so that's how you get that. To my Blue Lotus vibes, you still hear you quiet. Hey y'all. So does anybody have any questions? Does it make sense? Does it clarify? Did I leave you anywhere? I need to know where y'all stand on this. Okay? I need to know where you stand on this. So basically, in order to even get a tax account, right? Sales tax and use account and a resale certificate, you should already have to have your LLC formed. In order to get the LLC formed, you should already first have your EIN number. So you apply for your EIN number, LLC, open up your sales tax and use account, and then get your resale. Well, they'll issue the resale certificate, and then you fill out the ST5 and start using that form to get your tax exemption from every store that accepts it for business use. The only thing that was holding me back is the virtual address. Yes, ma'am. So it looks like for your state, for the file the certificate of articles of organization, Miss C, it looks like you can use a PO box there. But for the EIN number, it has to be a physical address, no PO box. Okay. Thank y'all. I'm glad it makes sense. Miss Karen, I'm glad you found this information useful. Yep. So it's not hard. Now I happen to do taxes, so I understand how to file my business and my personal taxes. So if I'm a W-2 worker and I also own a business, I understand how to merge those two together and file them. Um, and things like that. So if you have not taken any tax classes, don't have any certifications or any of that, take your documents, especially if you are W-2 and a W-9 or W-2 and you're self-employed. You want to always take those to a tax professional, right? Because you don't want to be jacked up owing the IRS, because you just don't want them kind of shenanigans, okay? I know, Miss C. What don't I do? I know, I know. It was nice to have a refresher on getting the LLC. Okay, Jess. I'm glad. I'm glad. And this is what I want y'all to do, to strive to get where you're trying to go, right? Because you don't want to be out here operating illegally, right? You don't want to have to need a peddler's license for, say you're going to an event, maybe you're going to a crafting event and you're set up as a vendor in your state. You might need a peddler's license for that day. Donzel, thanks for the live and tips about businesses. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Um, so all of these are things that you're gonna need to know. Okay. I can give you the basics, but I don't live in your state, your individual state. So I can't, say, well, hey, you need this, and this, but I can give you the basic general things that everybody is going to need, right? Such as forming an LLC, how to get an EIN number, how to get a resale certificate, how to apply for tax exemption in certain stores. I can give you those basics, but when it comes down to your county, your municipality, your clergy, I don't know all of those things, right? I can tell you anything about how to do it in South Carolina, all the way to North Carolina, all the way to Georgia. Anything past that, anything past South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia, baby, I'm lost, okay? I'm lost. But I don't mind helping you pull up your state to see if we can figure it out, because most of the time the states are going to spell it out for you, right? So, yeah, y'all. So I'm glad. Okay, Precious, peace out. Thank you for stopping by, Queen. But yeah, so I'm wholeheartedly hope that this is a big help. Thank you, Auntie Robin. Yes, I wanted it to be detailed but to the point, because I did not want anybody to be lost, and I want you guys to understand. Because like if you go try to open up a business bank account and you don't have an EIN number and you don't have a certificate of existence from your state, they're gonna send you on about your business, okay? Even if you are a sole proprietor opening up a business account, you have to have those two articles. And at least in some states, you can only have to have an EIN as a sole proprietor to open up a business account, right? So know the ins and outs of your state. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, and I will see what I can do and help you do some research to find out what it is you need for your state, right? So, right, they will say nope, send you on about your business, tell you okay, and to get funding, absolutely, and to get funding. That is very, very important that you have your ducks in a row, because if you don't have your ducks in a row, you're going to start off out the gate looking like a scam, right? And you don't want bad rep on you and your personal credit. You definitely don't want bad rep on you and your business credit, okay? How you establish business credit. Does anybody know? Okay, up his ass, girl. You stay out in them streets, girl, but you have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Um, when you oh, I lost train of thought. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, how to get business credit. That's where I was. So when you are getting business credit, do you know how you get business credit? You get business credit by using your EIN number. That is how you get business credit, okay? Using your EIN number. When you go to apply for a business credit card and they got social security or social security number or EIN, check that EIN box because you want to start building business credit, right? You don't want to go and have to try and need funding or some type of loan and you've been in business 8 years, but you ain't got not one stitching of business credit, right? You want your business to work for you so that you do not have to touch, right? So that you do not have to touch your personal money, okay? Let's talk about the personal and the business money, right? Let's talk about those aspects. You need a personal account and you need a business account. If you truly work for yourself, yep, they're probably going off your personal credit. So tell AMX, let you get your, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with getting AMX for personal, but if you want to build that business credit, right, and have the business work for you, then you want to apply using an EIN number, get your business established, and all of those things. So you want the business to work for you, right? You want to have a business account and you want to have a personal account set up. If you work for yourself wholeheartedly, 100%, you want to have a personal account so that you can set aside about 5 to 10%, however you want to pay yourself. Okay. When I used to pay myself, um, I went through, what is it? The little red app, ADP, right? I went through ADP and I put my own self along with the employees that I had at that time. I put us all on W-2, right? So I got a physical paycheck, even though I own the business. At the end of the year, I could still file that W-2 with my business schedule. So you want to pay yourself, you want to keep your business and your personal money separate, right? You shouldn't be going out to Burger King or, Papa Do's or what's up, Chevy Addict? What's up? What's up, my boy? Um, you don't want to be using your business account to fund your personal affairs. Vice versa. You don't want to use your personal account to fund your business affairs. You need to have that fine line, which means you need a personal account and you need a business account. Separate the two. Separate the two. Okay. Because if you don't, and you don't know how to manage money, right? You're going to find yourself in a world of trouble. Okay. You're going to find yourself in a world of trouble. Learn the ins and outs. And if you feel like you can't keep up with that, baby, just go and get you a CPA. Okay. Just, or better known as an accountant, but you want you a certified one, right? Certified. That's what that CPA, certified public accountant, right? So if you don't think you can handle it, right, you need to get you a CPA. Making sure that that CPA has access, right, has access to that personal, to that business side of things so that they can help you manage it, right? So don't get caught out here. Don't get caught out here and you operating illegally, right? Because after today, you should have a good foundation and starting point of what you guys need to start your business. Okay. No exceptions because you don't want to fall in an IRS and tax loophole. Because, baby, once you get into it, it's hard to come up out of it. Praise God, I finally finished paying the IRS back because every single year I always owe them people. I always owe them people. Always owe them. So finally, they got paid off earlier this year for all the previous years that, because I'll stick them on a payment plan in a minute. I'm not paying you back no $10,000 at one time. Get you what? Get you a life. Put them on a payment plan, but you don't want um bad enough, like I gotta pay them back because I make too much, but you don't want to have to pay them back because you made careless mistakes and you didn't do what you're supposed to do because that's risky, right? That's gonna cost you a big dollar. That's gonna cost you a big dollar. Hey, Miss D Smith. Hey, Queen. How you doing? Welcome in. Okay. Chevy Attic in here networking. He said he subscribed to those that he wasn't subscribed to. Y'all please go and check him out as well, right? Um I want you guys to also focus on, we're getting ready to walk into 2025, right? 2025 is so close that we can smell it, okay? I need you guys to pick out you a word, whether you put it in bling, whether you put it rhinestones on cardstock, whether you put it on rhinestones, like I did on the banner and hang it up, whether you do it in HTV on a banner, however you choose to do it, I need you to, you're welcome. Um, However you choose to do that word, pick a word, right? Pick a word and focus on that word to get you to where you're trying to go, right? To get you where you're trying to go. Um, if it's that you need some coaching, right, to start your business, I do have a coaching whether you want to do it subscription based, meaning you're going to need me for a couple of months, or whether you're going to need me just to help you get started, right? So there will be a coaching session um available to you guys, right? Because not everybody wants to have to do this for themselves. I used to start LLCs. um I don't really have too much, too much time on my hand now where I can start LLCs, but I may be able to, take on maybe about 4 or 5 of y'all in this coaching mentorship and help you guys get your LLC formed, up and running, get your resale certificate, um, help you apply for tax exemptions and things. Hey, Miss Queenie, how are you? Um, 3,500 giveaway. Okay, you on the way. You on the way. You got this. Keep it going. Keep going strong. Um, so whether it's, whatever type of help you need in the coaching aspect, if it's coaching trying to, you know, get you to learn how to create designs, whatever it is you need, just let me know. So I am going to open that up. I think I might have said 10. I might have said 10, right? Um, so I'm gonna put that on my website. No, actually, I'm not gonna put that on my website. If you want the coaching session, you'll need to reach out to get a link to be able to pay for that coaching session. Um, and yeah, so it will be open to 10 limited spots, right? 10 limited spots. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for y'all today. We're not gonna do any crafting, but I also am about to send out the, oh my goodness, I'm about to send out the Zoom link. Jeez, I couldn't get that up. My page is up. Okay, Miss Queenie. Um, let me know what it is. So, um, yeah, I'm about to send out the Zoom link for tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're welcome, Miss C. You're welcome. So if you want to attend the Zoom tomorrow and you have not already sent me an email, y'all, please, 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 by the end of this live, send me an email, right? I'm going to put my email on the screen, right? And in the title, I'm in the subject line, I need you guys to put in the subject line, I need you guys to put Zoom and tomorrow's date, which is November the 10th, okay? Zoom and November. No, I'm lying. Tomorrow's November the 9th. I'm all discombobulated. I'm sorry. So, Miss Queenie, tomorrow, I do random Zooms, and sometimes I'm teaching you guys something. Sometimes we're just doing crafts of choice, right? Tomorrow I actually think I may teach you guys something, and then we may and then after we'll do a craft of choice. Those Zooms, I can't tell you how long it's going to last, because when we get in there, we make it personable, we have fun, we laugh, we talk, because this is like it's an outlet and it's therapy for some people, right? So you never know. I can listen but cannot craft. I will be at an event. Okay, Jess, no problem. No problem. So if you want to send me an email, and again, in that subject line, just put Zoom and tomorrow's date, which is 11/9, because after this live, I'm going to put that Zoom link together. I want to compile this one time. If you don't have a Zoom account, it's free. Please register for it. Hey, Miss Beverly, it's at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And the timeline is gonna start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Miss Queenie. Yep. And I'm going to teach you guys something, and it's probably going to do with embroidery. I know a lot of people have been asking about digitizing, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit on digitizing, right? um and we're going to put a we're gonna put a design together for my new company. um and then we're going to digitize it, and then I'm going to show you guys, and then after that we're going to craft, right? We're going to do crafts of our choice, right? And then we're just going to have a good old time talking and chatting, and what have you. If there's any questions or anything you need help with, that is the time. No problem, Miss Beverly. My email is on the screen. Just make sure y'all send me an email with in the subject line Zoom and tomorrow's date. And then yeah, y'all. And like I said, we just get together and we have fun. It's more personable. YouTube, you can ask me questions, but sometimes it's a difference when being in an environment and you don't have to just type, right? You can ask. The only thing that I ask is when you come in the Zoom, right? We can't all talk at one time. So let's take turns and, you know, use our inside voices and things like that. Wait, before we go, did we all see that they are having a Black Friday sale on multi needles at Racoma? Yes, I saw that, Miss C. I saw that. Um, but yes. So, y'all, I really, 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 really hope this was thorough enough for y'all. Again, if you think of any questions along the way, leave them in this chat or write them down, okay? Or write them down. No problem, Miss C. I understand. It happens, right? So you'll want to write them down or come back to this chat, leave your question, I definitely answer every single question, guys, right? Every single one. For anybody in here that has been with following me or with me for any length of time, they can tell you I answer you. I answer you. Okay. I pride myself in answering you because there is nothing like needing an answer and you send a email or you send or you leave a comment on YouTube and you don't get an answer back, right? Um, when you get larger on the scale of YouTube, right? Even though we have different obligations, right? I think if you took the time to leave me a comment, thank y'all. Yep, I do try to answer you quickly. Sometimes I can't get to you too quick, but I do try to answer you quickly and I will respond to you, right? Um, but even having, on a larger scale of following, I try to make that a priority because if you took the time to leave me a comment, right? So, like even if you just say like hey T, I will heart it, right? That's me speaking back to you. I might not always write hey back out, right? But I'll like the comment, or I mean, usually I heart the comment, letting you know that I'm acknowledging you, right? Um, because without you guys, I couldn't do this, right? I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. So thank you, Donzel. So if you truly, truly, truly want to venture out and you want to take your business serious, right? Go ahead and hop in one of these 10 spots, right? Go ahead and hop into one of these 10 spots. Um, it'll definitely be worth it, right? I just want to keep reminding y'all the tickets are on sale on my website for the crafting extravaganza. If you have not purchased your ticket, now is the time because baby, they are dwindling. Okay. These hotel accommodations are dwindling. But if push comes to shove and y'all need to show up and show out, your girl will go to bat to get some more rooms if these tickets sell completely out before you are able to get yours. All I know is they are going, right? So if you intend on being in the building in 2025, right? Um, there is also going to be some gems dropped, y'all. There's going to be some gems dropped, right? So although we're going to craft and we're going to have fun, we are going to definitely have some gems dropped on a different Richter scale, right? Um, it's time to step out, step on faith, um, in your purpose, right? Especially if you want to work for yourself. Everybody does not want to work for themselves. Everybody is not built to work for themselves. But whatever your choice is, if you choose that you want to work for yourself and you want to be in the building to get these gems, you want to be in this coaching mentor session that I'm about to open up for 10 people, right? Um Again, send me an email. I'll send you a link. But y'all, it's time to show up for you, right? Because if you don't show up for you, there's nobody else going to show up for you, right? There's nobody else going to show up for you like you're going to show up for you, right? I can teach you the knowledge that I have, and I can truly say I've been doing this at a young age, since a young age, right? Since a very, very young, that part, Miss C, okay? That part. Nobody is, I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back of the bus. Nobody is going to show up for you like you are going to show up for you. Okay? And that's on period, right? That is on period poo. Okay? I wear a lot of hats. I think I wear them pretty well. There is nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income. Don't let anybody tell you that you got too many irons in the fire. If you got that iron in the fire and you know you can handle it, baby, step out and do it. Okay? There is enough to go around for everybody. For everybody, right? So just do what you need to do for you, even if you have to invest in you, right? When you invest in you, you are going to get that big old ROI back, right? If you don't know what that is the return on investment, right? ROI, return on investment. But the only person that can invest in you is you, right? I can give you the gems and the knowledge that I'm dropping here. And imagine the gems and knowledge that I'm dropping here. Imagine what you're going to get in a coaching session, right? In a mentorship program. Imagine the gems that you're going to get there, right? But y'all, that's all your girl has for y'all today, because I got to go figure out like what the design going to be, right? We got to put letters on and DOT numbers and all kind of stuff um on the van. But yeah. So before I do that though, I'm going to make sure that I get the Zoom link sent out to you guys, right? Zoom link sent out. So make sure you have your email. All right, Miss Queenie. Okay, Queen. So make sure that you guys have your emails sent out to me at least 10 minutes after this live is over, right? At least 10 minutes after this live is over. You are so, so, so welcome, Miss C. So, so welcome. All right. And until next time, guys, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.